everybody. My name is Graham Elwood. You are watching You Should Know This, the fun game where Ron has a insane knowledge of music and I don't know much at all. And I have a pretty good knowledge of films and Ron doesn't even know what the medium is. So it's
honestly don't. I thought everything was a TV show until like a week ago. It's been amazing. I mean, I'm going nuts on Netflix.
That's fantastic. So Ron will say a line. I'll turn the chat off. He'll go first from a famous song, and I'll try to guess it. And it should be something that I should know. Welcome to You Should Know This.
So here's the cool part, Graham. Well, actually, I'll just start, and then, but I have a nice hint if you need it. All right, you ready?
Yes.
We passed upon the stair, we spoke of was and when. Although I wasn't there, he said I was his friend, which came as a surprise. I spoke into his eyes. I thought you died alone a long, long time ago.
Don McLean.
No.
Any long lyric, I think it's Bye Bye American Pie or whatever. But I
Here, let me do another. This line might hit you. I laughed and shook his hand and made my way back home. I searched for form and land. For years and years I roamed.
Is this I've been through the desert on a horse with no name?
That's a good guess, but no, that's not.
I've been through the desert on a horse with no name.
So here's the thing. You know this song. Like, you for sure know this song. It's just the lyrics aren't hitting you. I'll give you a hint. There are two appropriate answers for this song because there is a very, very famous cover of this song. And then there is also the original. And I feel like the cover is so well known that a lot of people don't realize it's even a cover in some cases. But, you know, I feel like both answers are acceptable.
Bob O'Reilly? Teenage Wasteland?
No. I don't know of any famous covers of that song. I'm pretty sure that's just The Who. But if you know someone who covered it, let me know. I'm sure someone has.
Didn't Taylor Swift
Taylor Swift did it? Yes, and usually, I mean, The Who, Taylor Swift, tomato. So I see where you're going there. But no, not Bob O'Reilly.
Oh, Teenage Wasteland. And she made it about some breakup where it was the guy's fault because she's never wrong.
All right, let me give you the chorus. Because this is, I think some of the people in the chat are even having a hard time with this one. But this is a very famous song. Who knows? Not me. We never lost control. Your face to face. And I can't say the next line because that's the title of the song. But
you're face to face.
With. You know this. You've heard this song a million times.
Your face.
Maybe not a million times, but you've heard this song.
You're face to face with.
You're like, you're singing it.
You're face to face with Bob O'Reilly, Taylor Swift song. Oh God, I don't. There's like nothing ringing any bell.
Really?
Is there an era you can give me?
So 90s for the very famous cover, but the original goes back to the 70s, early 70s. So yeah, there's multiple generations involved with this song.
Who did a big cover in the 90s?
Big cover in the 90s. You've definitely heard this song. I laughed and shook his hand. Made my way back home.
Oh, Nirvana?
Yes.
This was a song from the 70s?
Yes. Nirvana did the famous cover of this song.
Famous.
Made my way back home
to Bob O'Reilly.
There you go. They sing about Bob O'Reilly in this song. It's Nirvana playing Baba O'Reilly. Kurt Cobain. They would actually
God,
probably tear that song up. Nirvana would have done an interesting Baba O'Reilly.
they really would have done a great version
They
of
would
it.
have done a good job with that.
I never knew this was a cover.
Yeah. It was a cover. Do you know the name of the song? Your face to face with
my disgrace.
All right, yeah, you don't know this one. You've heard this song, but
I
you
know
don't
I've heard it.
you
I've
don't
heard every
know it.
Nirvana song.
Okay, it's all right. So it's the man who sold the world. You're face to face with the man who sold the world. Down, 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 down,
Right.
down, 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 down,
Yes.
down, 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 down. So Nirvana did an amazing cover of it on Unplugged. It's phenomenal. And a lot of people liken that song to Nirvana, but it's originally a David Bowie song from 1970.
What?
Yeah, it's a David Bowie tune. Because that's why Kurt Cobain in the show, he's really nervous. He's going to fuck up the guitar riff. And that's what, like, he says it, and, you know, on the Unplugged album, he's like, I might fuck this up. And he says this is a David Bowie song, but it's like their version is just so awesome that, like, when it got spun on the radio, a lot of people just kind of thought it was a Nirvana song because it was never a huge Bowie hit. Like,
I've never knew that all these years.
It's a David Bowie song. Yeah. And the original's phenomenal too. I mean, honestly, and I love David Bowie. And I love Nirvana. And I actually, that is one of those songs that, like, they did such a good job with it. It's almost like that's a Nirvana song now, you know? Kind of like when Johnny Cash did Hurt. It's like, oh, it's a Johnny Cash song now. That's how good that freaking cover is.
Right.
But like,
or when, well, Ray Charles did Eleanor Rigby.
Yeah.
His
actually, yeah, no, that's, yeah.
His version of
that in a
Eleanor
long
Rigby
time.
is, I mean, the Beatles version is amazing,
Right.
but it uses this big orchestra and everything, and it's very sad.
Right.
He made it a blues song.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I mean,
yeah, no, I remember his take on that. Yeah, that is badass. Now I'm trying to think of like more because there's like a lot of like fun ones where it's like, yeah, and then anyway, but yeah, that's a Nirvana / David Bowie. I feel like either answer is appropriate there. But
I got Nirvana, but that was the closest I could get.
yeah, I mean, well, that's the one that got. I mean, it's funny because like that version was like a hit, like that was like a radio hit. But that was never like a super well-known David Bowie song. I mean, it wasn't like a total B-side. It wasn't like completely obscure, but it wasn't. I mean, you don't think of that as like an obvious Bowie song, but
no,
yeah.
No way. And I'm
David
pretty
Bowie
familiar
song.
with Bowie. Like I like Bowie.
I love David Bowie. I mean, I'll always got it. I mean, those are two artists too. Like I never got to see Bowie. I just never had an opportunity. And then Nirvana, I was too young. Like I wasn't able to see them. But so, there you go. Good job, Graham.
I got it, kind
of. You got it. Yeah, you got it. We'll take it. You got it. I mean, you got two. When is there ever? There will never be a time where it could be two different movies. I mean, I guess there could be, but yeah,
no.
There's no movie covers.
No, there isn't. All right. Let's do. Oh shit! I've already done that one. What did I have ready? I always forget.
If it's another one, if it's one you've done before, I have a better chance.
I don't know, Ron. Maybe not. I could pick. All right, let's do. Okay. Let's do all right. No, I've done that one. God damn it, I'm blanking on all these things. All right. Okay. How do you play that song, or how do you that sound? Strong like a freight train, sound sharp like a razor.
How do you play that sound? Strong like a freight train, sharp like a razor. Blues Brothers. It's the Blues Brothers.
No, but it is a musical movie, obviously.
Walk the Line.
Oh, how did you get that so quickly?
Because I've seen that movie.
Oh,
And I knew it was either, I was like, it's either Blues Brothers Ray or Walk the Line. Like, and I couldn't remember exactly like which moment. But
yeah.
yeah, I assume, I mean, beautiful movie, man.
Oh, it's great when they're
Such
in
a
the
cool
diner.
movie. Yeah.
That sound. Sharp, strong like a freight train, sharp like a razor. How you
Is
play
that
that?
June? Is that June's line?
That's June Carter Cash.
Okay. Yeah. All right. God, she did so. It was Reese Witherspoon.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
She was so good. I mean, and then of course he was. I mean, Joaquin Phoenix was. I mean, that was like a performance of a lifetime. I mean, that was so freaking good. That was a great movie, man. And that was. I mean, they had a couple. I mean, because Ray was really good too. Like they were doing really good with those kind of like biopic type movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I was in college when that movie came out, and when it was like really like making the rounds, like when it had just dropped and stuff, I was actually doing an internship at a record label in Nashville, and yeah, and John Carter Cash was on like the label, so I would just kind of see him around all the time, and he was like doing interviews like every day for the movie because like both his parents were gone at that point, and so he was just kind of like doing all the interviews and doing all the press for the film. And it was kind of cool, because I would be like, hey, man, I saw you on CNN last night, or like whatever. Like I just saw you on the TV that was just on in the background. But yeah,
that's awesome. Yeah,
great,
that's a great
movie.
Yeah. Well, dude, right on. All right, man. Well, everybody see Ron Placone and I February 10th at Flappers. It's actually Ron's show, and I'm just popping by to do some time. But go to Flappers. And Ron, you have other tour dates.
Yes, I do. We're going to be at Flappers on February 10th. And then in April, I'm going out to the Northeast. I'll be in Pittsburgh, Toronto, Ottawa, Montreal, Burlington, Vermont, Portland, Maine, Boston, and New York City. Go to ronplacone.com for tickets.
Nice.
And check out Get Your News On with Ron on YouTube, Ron Placone, Rockfin Ron Placone, and Get Your News On with Ron wherever you get your podcasts.
Well, buddy, thank you for taking the time to do the show. I hope everybody can see us at, I'll put this in the chat right up here. This is the link for the show notes. Come out to Flappers if you're in the LA area.
Yeah.
Come to Flappers February 10th, 8:00 show. That'll be a lot of fun. All right, buddy. Thanks for doing it.
All right, man.
I love the contacts.
Oh, thanks, man. Thanks. It's still a work in progress, I think, but I can see it's exciting.
Sweet.
All right, man. Later.
All right, buddy. I'll see you.
Peace.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for watching. We are still in our 9th month of demonetization from YouTube. So support what we're doing at patreon.com/Graham Elwood or rockfin.com/Graham Elwood, which is a blockchain cryptocurrency platform. It's free to sign up, and there's a premium level at $10 a month. And for that, you get everybody on the platform's premium content. Myself, Lee Camp, Ron Placone, Jimmy Dore, Whitney Webb, Kim Iverson, Abby Martin, and many, many others. You can also support what we're doing at Venmo at Graham-Elwood and go to GrahamElwood.com. We have a PayPal button and a PO box. I also have crypto wallets, which are all in the show notes. Thanks for supporting what we do.